Not the Chuddle.
Chuddle.
Goo from Jump Street.
Who cares?
Surprise.
Want a hug?
Kinky.
Gorgy.
Fuck good.
Welcome to Girth.
You can't say Teddy Spaghetti 3 times or else...
Don't mention his name.
Posticle.
Your turn to feed it.
How big is this hole?
Oh, it's gaping.
Hey.
Out of the mist and into the fog, it's Chuddle the Pod.
Hey, Chuddle Club Coven members. We love you.
Sup?
And welcome to the pod.
We love you.
Welcome to your exclusive Mailbag episode where you guys sent us in some...
I don't know why I'm whispering.
Because we're going late night.
Plum, plum, plum.
Oh, have you listened to that song
no,
Sam
sorry.
sent? I listened to that on the reg now.
Do you really?
That rap song? It's ridiculous.
The rap song from that song?
Yeah.
The first
Yeah,
line, and it's... What is the first line? And it's...
I don't know the words that
hilarious.
well, but it's the whole thing is ridiculous.
The first line is something like, your mom sucked my dick like a motherfucker, or something like that.
I just challenge someone
What?
to listen to that song and listen for when he says the
It's,
word pirate. It does not sound like the word pirate. I'll say that. He really stretches a word
Dolls
to make it fit a
How
rhyme
did I-
scheme.
from...
How did I miss this boat?
I sent it. You didn't
what?
listen to
Yeah.
the thing I sent you. Is how you missed it.
It was right before we
No.
did our Akira episode, which thank you all for listening to that. We
Oh.
appreciate you. And we got another one of those coming for you very soon. Or after, this is after. I don't remember in which order these will be released, or they'll be dropped at the same time again. But
True.
we'll post the video or the song in the Coven chat for sure. All right,
We'll do it.
here we are. Questions tonight, mailbag. They got
We
some
have
weird
answers.
ones. We have maybe. First
Maybe,
one,
I don't know, actually. I can't guarantee that.
I thought we just came
First-
to listen to questions.
yeah, actually,
Fuck.
yeah, I really did not want to provide answers tonight.
Yeah,
Everybody
I
got
don't know.
ChatGPT pulled up.
Honestly, a lot
That'd
of
be
people
interesting.
think they have
Let's
answers.
also ask.
We're here to listen.
I'll ask Ava the same questions that we asked
We
and
answer.
see what she
Do
says.
it. Okay.
She's
All right.
as much as
I like
member of Chuddle as any of us at this point.
Yeah.
She's a club member.
I mean,
She
she's
gets writing
participated
credits.
a lot.
Yes.
All right. Paul Lich the Ditch Witch has the first couple coming up with: would you rather fight 1 whale-sized Danny DeVito or 20 Danny DeVito-sized whales?
Okay.
Now, I don't know what we have. We should set some boundaries in terms of what we
We
have for
should.
weapons or something, right?
Well, and I also think
Is it fisticuffs? I
are
don't
land or sea? Am I fighting
A beached whale?
20 beached whales?
A beach
Can I fight Danny DeVito whale sized in water? Would that be advantageous to me? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe you have some sort of maybe you're on a jet ski.
And how do these whale proportions to Danny DeVito work? Is he
So it's a Danny DeVito. It's
Right.
the size of Danny
Yeah.
DeVito. It would be a
like
whale.
a whale the size of Danny DeVito.
So
But is he?
it'd be
he's
a
not
mini
whale
whale. It'd be a
shaped.
mini.
He's Danny DeVito shaped, but the length of a bus or a whale.
No, he's just a giant.
Right. Okay.
He's just a big. He's the size of, but he doesn't amorphically take the shape of a whale, but still Danny
I'd
DeVito
say
like an animorph.
Danny DeVito grows from head to toe the same length as
Ew, it's like
a
Tusk.
whale from
Ew, it's like
tip to
Tusk.
tail. So
Right.
it just
Okay.
kind of, and his proportions will expand outward as
Sure.
proportionate to.
It's not
Can
like
I-
a balding whale with little arms and legs.
I mean, it could be. That's
no,
another
dude.
scenario.
No, my
that
scenario
may
is
come up for a question later too.
I want the Danny DeVito as Tusk. I want Danny DeVito to get surgically turned into a giant whale, and then I have to fight that.
That's not the question.
That'd be the easiest to win.
Fine.
Talk about
so
a
just
turtle. Jesus.
Yeah, he probably has some weird infection.
Just walk up, Danny DeVito, kill me.
I mean, I think
And then
I
the
think
other
either
one,
way.
I assume I'm in the water against 20 whales.
I would go against 20 Danny DeVito whales or Danny DeVito sized whales versus a whale as Danny DeVito because that's a huge giant.
I agree.
Like,
I would want to go against the smaller thing and more of it.
Yeah.
But 20 is a lot. And if they're really working together, either way, you're fucked. Right?
Yeah.
Unless, why?
I'm fast. I'm very fast.
I'm very fast.
Okay. Well, I was like, if it's okay. So we're fighting whale-sized Danny DeVito, but it's still Danny DeVito, so he might just like kind of like smack you around a little bit and not actually kill you because it's he's still Danny DeVito, right. As opposed to whales
could kill you.
Just would kill you because they wouldn't think one way or another.
I thought of a good whale joke yesterday, I think. Whenever I was watching Our Planet 2, you want to hear it?
Okay. Sure.
Why did the orca go to the doctor? Because it wasn't feeling whale. You're welcome. Any of you can take that and use it on your own. Just please give me credit if you do.
Exclusive.
Okay, so are we all doing whale-sized Danny? Or what? Right? DeVito?
No, I think I'm doing 20 whales.
Oh. I'm assuming I'm going against a conscious brain.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Yeah, okay.
Danny DeVito.
I go back to that. Yes.
Because I'd like run up to him and I'd like start punching like on his leg or something.
I loved your work on It's Always Sunny.
What are we gonna do here? We got to fight. All right, yeah, a fight. All right, here, I know how to fight.
I'll
hop on the Danny DeVito as big as a whale thing, so we can all just Gulliver travel him. You know what I mean? Like maybe try to get like afterwards a rope system to trip him, and then.
But he's just Danny DeVito as a big guy. He's like, all right, you know what? You guys aren't so bad. Let's get lunch. And we're like, got him, trip him, tie him down.
Lull him into a false sense of security.
It's true. I was just going to run up, start punching his leg, and he would just like smack me and be like, come on, guy. Now let's go hang out. You're fine.
Let's go hang out. You're fine.
All right. The next question, pretty straightforward. Same from Paul Litch, the Ditch Witch himself. What were your favorite cartoons growing up?
Would start immediately. Okay. My first two thoughts are Turtles and X-Men. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And
I agree with that.
X-Men 92. You know.
Yeah, when I was a lot younger. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I remember the X-Men from younger, but it's funny that I remember the X-Men from being older more so now. I don't remember watching it that much younger. I remember it happened. Turtles, definitely. My other big one would be Reboot.
Oh, I watched a ton of Reboot.
Oh, Reboot was great.
Yeah.
Reboot was fun. Awesome. Mine was, I was huge into Ren and Stimpy.
Right.
Like Ren and Stimpy was a huge faculty in my house. Not oddly enough, Tales from the Crypt Keeper, that short-lived show.
So like
when
Fox.
You could catch it, because like Fox would,
but
they would do reruns of it at nauseum. Like they only had 2 seasons of it, but they would pump that all the time.
I definitely watched that as well. That Fox had
honestly, Chuddleheads would know that that's right. Tunes. That Sam and I were like UPN babies.
Right.
Like we didn't have cable, so we watched all that stuff. So I never got on to anything.
So I was going to say the Disney afternoon shows, your Darkwing Ducks, your
Tailspins,
your DuckTales, Goof Troop.
Yeah.
All those shows were like the afternoon shows, and then it switched over to Disney 1, 2 or something. So that was like when we got your Recess and Pepper Ann's and whatnot. And then Saturday morning cartoons, there was Looney Tunes, ABC. There was a lot of Hanna-Barbera stuff.
Yeah.
Fox started their competing thing, and that's where we got some of the shows we mentioned.
Now, this isn't one that I would say that I like. It's not my favorite cartoon, but weirdly enough, it was one of the only cartoons on before heading out to school, and that was Mummies Alive.
I don't know that one.
I watched that every fucking morning, and I don't remember if it was one of those where it was like where you were watching it like, and you could only watch like the first 20 minutes because then you had to leave at like 7:20 or something.
Yes,
so I've never seen the last 10 minutes of like this whole fucking series.
Morning show that
Mummies Alive.
I've never even heard of that, but
the premise was that King Ramses was reborn into like his soul was reborn into like a kid, these mummies that were sworn to protect him come back to life or something because some other evil comes back. I don't know. And they all had different personalities and they were
and different things with like different he's alive. And they all have like different animal powers and shit like that. I felt it was like a weird hybrid knockoff of like Thundercats and Gargoyles. Like if both of those ones fused
Mighty
together,
Ducks.
and like that's what Mummy's Alive. Oh yeah, no, Gargoyles was a great show.
Fantastic.
The morning show thing reminded me. I didn't really get to watch morning cartoons before school because I watched a lot of the Today Show because that's what my mom was watching before school. But the only thing I can kind of remember watching in the mornings was before school wise is Inspector Gadget.
Oh,
and Brian saying he didn't get to see the end of the episode made me think of that because I think with Inspector Gadget it was the same thing, like, but it was because my mom was like done showering and getting ready or whatever, so now the TV was changing over.
Oh sure. Right. Yeah, there's a few different eras too, like, so like one of the big things I definitely watched, and I want to say high schoolish too because it was on early in the morning right before it. Garfield and Friends was definitely that show. Yep. I watched the shit ton of, and I love that one. And then Sailor Moon as well was on in the morning. And if I was up super early, it was always like the first season of Dragon Ball Z that was on. Or something
Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball, all that stuff was never in rotation, like for at least with what I was watching.
It had to have been on like UPN or something like that because that's what I would have like. But again, it was only like select things because I would see the same episodes.
Right. Totally. Yeah, I remember that a lot. Seeing the same shit over and over. But
like, isn't there more?
I don't remember seeing an anime on that. I remember in high school we got cable, and in the afternoons there was like a block of DBZ on Cartoon Network, and I'd watched that. But that's, you start getting into the like Dexter's Lab, Powerpuff Girls, Johnny Bravo.
Never.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I wiggled my toes in those, but nothing crazy.
I watched all those.
I was more like,
I like Powerpuff when I could watch it, but I didn't watch it a lot.
I was doing a little bit of like Hey Arnold. I was mostly Nickelodeon stuff. So I was doing like Hey Arnold a little bit. Cat Dog for sure. Was it Angry Beavers? Was another one.
Beavers. There must have been a version of that.
And also Rocko's Modern
Saturday
Life.
mornings as well, because there was this time frame when all of a sudden, like stuff from Nick and Saturday mornings, or no, stuff from Nick for sure, because all of a sudden Doug was on Saturday mornings and in the afternoons.
Well, wasn't there like New Doug or whatever?
It
like,
may have been that, but there was this whole weird changeover where
it's like
everything
Disney
changed,
version,
and suddenly we got some of the Nick shows on, and I think Angry Beavers was one of them on Saturday mornings.
Was one of them. All right, so I'm glad this question was asked because it's a fucking trip. I think it's on YouTube. It's definitely on YouTube. All these people had made like 3-hour-long videos of VHSs that they had recorded Saturday morning and Friday morning cartoons with the commercials. It is the most surreal fucking thing to watch. I sat down on a Sunday and I watched like an hour and a half. And I legit felt like I was 6 years old again. It was bonkers.
I forget. I think it's called like myretrotv.com or something. I think I posted it in the Discord once, but it brings up like it's a website within like an old TV. You can do it by decade.
Oh yeah.
And it has like these small little clips more or less where you can be like you're channel surfing, and it'll be like all of a sudden like showing like a sports broadcast from the 90s. And you're like, okay, flip over to this music video that's it was fun and very retro feeling. The commercials.
I completely brain farted. The Real Ghostbusters. I watched The Real Ghostbusters all the fucking time as a little kid.
Yeah. And what's interesting toy-wise, I mean, the ones I mentioned, I was big on the toys, but I was fucking really into Stone Protectors. I had like all the figures and like vehicles and shit. I watched the show a little, but for whatever reason, I liked the toys. And Biker Mice from Mars was another one that I had some of the toys for. There was a show.
What was the other? Oh, Thundercats? No, not Thundercats. It's the two cats that are in the fighter jet that live in the junkyard.
No, if I remember that one.
I can't recall it.
Yeah.
I was going to also say Street Sharks as well.
Oh, Street Sharks. Fuck yeah. Jaws.
Street Sharks is great. Yeah. Absolutely.
All right.
Awesome.
One more question coming in from Paul Litch, the Ditch Witch. Each of you choose a different slasher character to put into a classic Disney cartoon.
That's a good one.
Let's do Leatherface and Bambi.
I was going to say Leatherface and Beauty and the Beast.
Leatherface seems like the most chaotic element to introduce.
Beauty and the Buzz is back.
You do Beauty and the Beast like Castle Freak. That's what Castle Freak should have done.
That's true, honestly.
Oh,
dude, I would have like.
Who do we got?
I would have Norman.
Oh, Freddy and Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, interesting. That's a good call.
Yeah, there you go. Freddy's a good one to Sleeping Beauty. I was gonna say Norman and Norma Bates for Sleeping Beauty, but she's not sleeping. She's actually dead, and it's actually his mom.
You do a lot of. I was gonna say
she's sleeping.
Except change all the essential elements of it, and there you go.
And make it the movie Psycho.
The entire thing.
And that's what I'm gonna pick.
And make it the movie Psycho as a Disney thing. Oh man, I don't know.
Oh, we were supposed to be asking Ava these questions as well, and we failed already.
Just think of a slasher and then think of a movie or a Disney property to put them in. So Art, there's a new modern slasher. Would work in anything. You put them in Dumbo. You got clowns in there.
Ooh, that's his origin story. Dumbo is Art.
Mm-hmm.
Art, like Dumbo. So like all the shit that happens to Dumbo, and then he transfers his consciousness into this like clown that's hanging out.
Are you kidding me? I'd have Jason Voorhees in the Mighty Ducks.
Oh, introduce him to that.
Perfect.
Good call.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is. Oh man, Hannibal Lecter in Ratatouille.
Yeah, perfect. What else do we got? Did we say them all?
Well, Ava says she gives the whole thing. She doesn't say which movie though. Okay, she says put Michael Myers into the Haunted Mansion. The plot could follow a family who visits the Haunted Mansion and unknowingly stumbles upon Michael Myers.
There you go.
Perfect.
Awesome. All right, so that's all from Paul. We thank you very much. Your soul tastes delicious. Do you remember what Alex was calling him? What we were calling him? It was long.
He needed something about the perfect
guys workshop
phallus.
So many different names.
You could say
Alex the perfect phallus.
With the perfect phallus.
Which?
Which?
Alex, the witch with the perfect phallus. Yes, if you had to create your own Abbott and Costello meets type of horror comedy movie, but featuring the Chuddle Boys, what monster would you pick? One monster per person for you to meet. So it's like the Chuddle men meet these three people.
Yeah. Classic Universal monster, though, I'm assuming we're going with, right? Or any monster?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. But done in a classic movie monster style. So we can pick someone new, but they're going to be like...
And it's got to be a monster, though, not a slasher, right?
Yeah.
The Chuddle Boys meet the Babadook.
That's what came to my head first, because it already kind of fits the...
It fits that narrative.
I
mean, again...
Psycho Gorman.
That'd be fun.
All day, the gentleman meet Psycho Gorman. Are you kidding me? That'd be amazing. I wonder what we're gonna get turned into.
Ooh, yeah.
Ross got turned inside out. What's that sign? Kill me.
I'll go with
one of us would just be left normal, and the other two would have some sort of ailments.
Right. Honestly, if we're going Universal monsters, though, I would have to meet like a creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, of course. I knew that would be your answer.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what mine would be. I think it might be Dracula because I like vampires.
Vampires.
I'll go with Frankenstein.
Vampire guy.
I feel like he'd be chill.
Until he wasn't.
Well, yeah.
Dracula?
Frankenstein.
Be uninterested.
Oh,
Frankenstein.
Frank.
Yeah. Yeah, he would be chill.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Just keep him away from fire. No problem.
That is true. He was totally BFFs with that hermit before,
he's very
he would have matched
nice.
For him.
Yeah. He's a nice thing.
He's got a normal brain.
Hey, Frankie, you're a nice thing. All right. Thank you, Perfect Phallus Witch. Travis Maxwell Boone, the Witch Doctor of Doom, asked us to give each other a funny made-up fetish.
Oh, okay. Ross is what's Ross really into? He collects used matches that he finds in public restrooms.
Oh.
And he grinds it into a paste, and it goes on the underside of his shaft. That's the only way he can get off.
Wow. That's so specific.
Tell me about it. When you told me, I was like, that's got to take a long time.
It really does, honestly. That's why it's more of like
it's why he leaves matchboxes outside of every public restroom he visits.
I've tried so many different things. I've just tried listening to Matchbox 20. It doesn't work. It has to be actual ground up matches.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, Brian, what do you got for me?
I got nothing. I don't know.
Ava hasn't come up with anything.
I'm trying to figure that out real quick.
All right, Sam.
Well,
let's
Brian.
Sam.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I think yours is okay. So I think yours is your secret fetish is that you're utterly obsessed with. No, I lost it. I was gonna say like some weird like geriatric Judy Garland thing, but no. I think it's got to be worse than that.
Oh, okay.
I think it's deeper than that, to be totally honest with you. I think that you have a secret. I wasn't going to say it on air, honestly, because you told me in confidence, and I thought that would be. But I think since this question got asked, Sam doesn't just go to the skate parks. He puts his member on the side of the bowl.
Ross.
He likes getting grinded. But like literally. Like I'm talking like I mean like he's talking like he screams like grind this rail as he just thrusts his erection at people. It's just I mean doctors have said that he shouldn't be doing it.
Doctors have said it.
Have you seen the amount of scar tissue from a skateboard grinding on an erect penis for God, what you've been doing this for 15 years now? It's just horrifying.
The scar tissue kind of adds to the whole effect, first of all.
I get the more scars, the more I get desensitized, the more grinding that needs to happen. It's kind of like a vicious cycle.
Absolutely. And the other part is I'm not hurting anybody. I ask the person before
You do ask for consent.
Hey, is it okay if I do this? And depending, I mean, if it's, a Monday night, everybody knows me. They know what's up. So be fine.
Jesus Christ. This is just so terrible. I'm picturing like a normal skate video and then all of a sudden someone just doing an ollie over you, Donald ducking it with an erect penis. Like they just did like, oh, you just did a double Sam.
The what you actually described does sound like fucking one of the worst things that could ever happen to you. Like that's torture, motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, if it's just like laying over the bowl and being slid over, like,
oh my god, just the coping, just like they're just coming up the
grind, and they grind over
grind across the.
But I imagine like you just like standing like someone like does like an ollie up and like just like grinds off it real quick.
Oh my god, all of it sounds incredibly painful.
But for some weird reason, it always makes that like tink sound, like when the board just clips the rail real quick.
Mm-hmm.
That's the cum.
You're right.
That's
I mean, I'm the only one that did get one made up.
That's
so
the wax.
I'll make one up for myself. I like to put pogs between my toes.
Okay,
that's all.
That's it.
I got another thing that you're interested in.
No, we don't need to tell about that one. Just the pog thing.
Just the pog thing.
All right. Well, let's just say there's more than one reason Brian wants to start the Snorkel Talk podcast.
Wait, hold on, Brian. Is that why my new nickname's the Slammer?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, don't. Oh, Slammers! Don't even say it.
You don't want to know where he puts the slammers.
Yeah.
Mine's a spinner.
Oh. Trevor, the Witchmaster of Pleasure, asked us, the Eldritch Horror contacts the Chuddle. You have to have multiple tentacles, more than 2, due to that contract? How many do you choose to have? So we have to have tentacles, I guess, put onto us for some reason. And how many do we want to have? And Travis adds, where are we going to have these tentacles?
Yeah, that's great. So these are tentacles, not arms, right?
Tentacles. Okay. Right. Yeah. So yeah, I think they probably
just got a pad with a sucker on the end.
They're probably thinking arms, I would imagine.
They're probably thinking arms. Yeah. lots of suckers.
The patrons should know. The patrons have access to the octopuses episode, so they should understand what we're going on about here.
You gotta know that I'm really big on arms or tentacles. Okay, goes way back.
Because it would be cooler. Like, I feel like tentacles just feel floppier. That doesn't feel as
they're
fun.
Not nearly as cool at all.
We're gonna go with
like octopus arms.
Yeah,
I'm putting one on each hip.
Ooh.
See, okay, I had a toss up between like having a pack of them around the hip so you can use them to move.
How many are in a pack?
Yeah, what's a pack?
I don't know, like a 4-pack. I was thinking like a 4-pack. I think a 6-pack of tentacle of arms might be a little too much, so like a 4-pack.
Yeah, I mean, I was
okay. So I was like one of those high-end beers.
Yeah. Exactly. It doesn't come in a 6-pack; it's a 4-pack because it's fucking. A cucumber size.
These are some good arms.
Yeah, exactly.
Or I was thinking having them like go down my back so they could help me grab and do things around me.
I was thinking like Dr. Octopus, literally having 4 coming out of my back in that style.
Mm-hmm. I think like because like Doc Ock would help you grab stuff, but I wonder having them on your hips though, like you could probably run with them or at least assist in running.
Sure. Yeah.
What if I just say
that's the hip thing? I was thinking like, I'm in the kitchen or doing whatever. They can be like extra arms. But if I'm falling, really, I was thinking about going back to skateboarding because you fall a lot. That'd be great things to help to catch you so you don't just fall and hurt yourself.
Are the arms so you can grab each side of the bowl while they're grinding on your penis? Is it just for more? Is it just for more like traction?
The arms, I can actually hold myself from each side and somebody can skate underneath me and they sort of tap them with their forehead.
Oh, nice.
It's like a head-butt deal. That's my other... When I have octopus arms, that becomes
a fetish.
Yeah.
Cool.
I want octopus. I would take an octopus arm on each hip.
Do you have to constantly like moisturize it? Like, does it need to be wet all the time?
I would assume. I would think maybe you need to drink more water, but that it hydrates itself.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I guess I just need to drink more water all the time. I'm gonna get a Camelback.
Gotta get hydrated. Well, that's what the arms do.
You know what's cool? I can kind of taste everything like this.
Oh, okay.
They have a mind of their own as well. If they're like, are they straight up?
Now here's the big question. Yeah, here's the big question.
Is one of them a dick?
Yeah.
Is one of them a dick?
Is that up to us? And does this replace the one I have? Or
oh,
interesting.
You want a bad dragon yourself?
Let me talk to the wife.
Yeah, let me see what. Yeah,
because I'm open to it. I'll tell you right now.
Oh boy, you see where this question went? That was a fun one. Thank you guys for that.
That was a good
We
one.
only have one more for everyone tonight. So this is from the horror bandwagon, the Witchy Wish Dragon asking, together create the ultimate Chuddle the Pod mascot monster. So what does the turtle look like? Because it's got to be it's a turtle.
It's gotta be. It's either that or. I mean, I know we haven't said it in a while. Or we're resurrecting Teddy Spaghetti.
I don't think he's really our mascot. He's just always been our rival.
Villain?
Right?
But it's a
he's been mascot-ish. You know what I mean?
Ish.
Still our
he wouldn't like that
Eddie
title
in Iron Maiden.
That's true. I do like the idea of the turtle. I just think it should be as off-putting and disgusting as possible.
It's going to be gooey.
I don't know if this is the long-term answer, but I think right now the first thing that comes to mind is the Tusk version Danny DeVito of a whale, where he just kind of gets murdered, sewn into a whale, kind of, or however that works.
That could work.
See, I always
Danny
picture
DeVito doesn't really scream Chuddle the Pod, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Chuddle in my head
Gunk Street
is the Chuddle on Gunk Street. No, it's the Harry Potter spin-off of The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror, where they're trying to turn a prince into a toad and a toad into a prince, and then Bart does it horribly, so it's a half human, half frog that just asks to die. Like, that's what I picture as a Chuddle. Like, that's the although it's not a turtle, but
right. I picture pretty much any Psycho Gorman creation.
I'm trying to think of it
like the brain tentacle friend or the Inside Out cop who is a Chuddle.
You got some burps you need to get out?
Did I do that out loud?
You were yeah, you were talking through a few of those. That's that Patreon content. I was thinking of it in like a marketing aspect. Like, how do we make this really sellable? So I'm thinking of like some sort of like combination of like a Baby Yoda,
so you got to be super cute,
Wally, super cute, but also gross at the same
big
time.
Eyes.
Okay, it's just got to be dripping.
It's
but
like
big
kawaii
eyes.
dripped in goop.
Yes,
goo. Yeah, I'm into that.
Yeah, just picture like a cute animal that's been medically experimented on, and that would be
just
like
picture a few different cute animals gooed together and dripping.
Ooh.
What about the with the baboon dog from the Fly remake? Like that kind of like, you know. It's before Goldblum goes,
not cute enough.
It seems like that's going to be not cute enough.
But what if? Hold on. But what if it got transported into like it's a Disney animated character that comes out?
Right. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big eyes. It needs those big eyes.
It needs that sparkle.
That modern Disney 3D animation, your Frozen's Moana type.
I would almost do Sailor Moon eyes on it though, because that's like that I'm almost about to cry eyes every single. Because I mean, they want to die.
You need those big.
You need to reflect that they're crying too, because
you need Puss in Boots taking off the hat, looking up,
sad eyes.
Yeah. But covered in goop.
Could someone please kill me?
This goop is not just liquid.
You'll squeeze it and it'll have a sound box.
With blood.
You squeeze. Can you please kill me?
please step on me, mister.
My life is hell and misery. Existence is excruciating.
Every minute is pain.
Oh, you get it. You did it, guys. That's so
cool.
We'll get those.
Thank you for bandwagon
made and in production.
Oh, plushies. We should see how much it costs to get some plushies made. They may not be able to talk, but that could be some cool merch. We need to get it designed because we need that now. We need
a design before we even get a plushie made.
Right, of course.
All right,
and then we'll start putting that design in our stuff. And then we'll start selling them.
I want to throw this to the club members, the coven out there. If you guys want to throw, it doesn't even matter if you have art skills or not. Like if you want to draw up some like mock-ups of what a little Chuddle guy, cute little Chuddle thing would look like, we'd love to see them for sure.
Post your Chuddle. Put it on the Discord. Post your Chuddle. Everyone, if you want to, please draw what you think a Chuddle looks like and put it in the
I was going to say Discord. It doesn't have to match what we just said. If it was great, but what a Chuddle means to you, we'd love to see that.
Yeah,
that'd be great. And you can post that in the Coven Discord. You can post it in the regular one as well. I don't know if it'll get people interested in what you got.
Your social media.
Post it in the socials. Tag us. Yeah, that's a good one. Post it wherever, because you know what? Why not? And we love you, and thank you so much for being here.
Maybe it'll
with
be
us
a shirt or a sock or
on this
or a coaster
journey. Yeah, exactly. We'll do something once we get more club members in. We can start doing
merchandising.
You know, throw it to you guys. What more? If there's anything else you guys want out of the club, we're always open to ideas. This is your thing as well. So we're just your co-occupants running through this madness. So thank you all for joining us. We got fun stuff for you, and then we get out of here.
We're about to record Fight Club for you.
Yeah.
What?
So
listen to this first. I hope you know that.
And if you listen to this second, I hope you liked Fight Club.
I hope you enjoyed it.
I'm a big boy who doesn't get scared. That's me.